And I think probably the best way to visualize what we're talking about here, because it's hard to get your mind around that concept of this global political, business, academic, industry, education, everything, trying to basically set a global agenda for all of this. Not global government, global governance. It's a totally different thing. If you want to get your mind around that and actually have a visual view of it, you need to look at the, I believe they call it the transformation map. So the COVID-19 transformation map. And people who are interested, when I post this on my site, I'll include the link. I'll send it over to you if you want to include it with your show notes. But just to see what this looks like. And essentially, this is one of those spaghetti graphs where everything links to everything else. But around this concept of COVID-19, they have plotted out absolutely everything that you can possibly think of. Some of the categories here, how this is going to affect aerospace or migration, geopolitics, China, the US, European Union, etc., automotive industry, geoeconomics, the future of economic progress, the future of health and healthcare, vaccination, workforce and employment, humanitarian action, justice and law, cities and urbanization, the Great Reset, values, inclusive design, internet governance. I mean, literally anything that you can think of is part of this graph, and every single one of those collects dozens, sometimes hundreds of different articles and videos all around the subject and how COVID-19 is influencing all of these different areas. That's one way. When you start clicking through on that and seeing all of these different connections and how this has all been plotted out, you start to get the sense of what this really means. This isn't just rhetoric. This isn't just feel-good nonsense that's being spouted. This is a coordinated agenda that's happening at a global level. And we better take this seriously, because there are very rich, very powerful, very influential people who are taking this deadly seriously.
What we are doing is very complex. We are a foundation bringing together the key decision makers from all walks of life to address the challenges on the global agenda. That's, in an essence, what we are doing.
And when did you start the World Economic Forum?
Oh, many years ago, 37 years ago, in 1971.
Because people know about the annual meeting in Davos, but it's much more than that, right?
Yes, of course.